Hello, lovies. I'm in my backyard with my wonderful oaks, my dog down below. So if you hear rustling through leaves and stuff like that, it's my Bodhi walking around. How are you doing? I've had to take some good care of myself, so I haven't been on in a while. And I live in Santa Barbara, so I'm north of the fires, but we've had fires here before. And so once you've been through fires, then you have PTSD about fires. It's just, and so it takes consciousness and time to calm your nervous system and regulate your emotions. And I think that's, my question has been like, how can I help? How, I don't want to just come in and talk, and how can I help people and through this? And one of the things is that I have offered to do free coaching to anybody that's been displaced and their homes have been burnt down and would just like to be heard, to hold space for them to express what they're feeling. Because it's also, there's a lot of people and families, etc., that are all going through the same thing. So it's hard to, be in survival. And I don't want to say it's not hard for everybody, but it might be hard for some to, to feel different, or to feel like you need to express or scream or cry or, do grieving, but you're stuck in that of, where am I going to sleep? What am I going to eat? How do I take care of my kids? Or what do I do now with insurance? And where are we going to sleep? And etc. All of that it particularly, I'm going to say, it is for everybody, but as sensitives and starseeds, you tend to want to help everybody else, and you think more about your feelings rather than feeling them, and it sort of builds, and it does it. And you're very compassionate and caring about all those that are around you, and sometimes not taking the time and space for yourself. So, I want to offer that to, I don't help as many people as I can. And you can email me or text me, or it's on Facebook, or call me. And for those of you who watch this, my number is 805-883-8598. So just give me a call. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If I can't answer the phone right then and there, and we can set a time. And the other way that I help a lot is through prayers and energy work, and doing my own clearing, working with myself with my PTSD around fire, and been in a ton of prayer groups and my own of imagining rain and sending love and holding high frequency for everybody, and coming again about how to help. So this is what I would like to share today at this time, that I think is an important thing, is regulating your nervous system. So like I am now, and what I did this morning is I went outside barefoot, and I sat and I listened to nature, or sit on the grass, or sit on the dirt, or wherever you can, or find a tree, or go to the ocean and sit in the sand and put your feet, or swim in the water. Connecting yourself to nature will help you decharge your nervous system and feel your connection to the earth. Feel your connection to it. Listen to the birds. My dog's like building a stick shelter. That will help you ground your energy, so you're not like a leaf in the wind with whatever's happening and, whatever the people are around you, whether you're in a shelter or you're staying in a house and, there's a lot of people there, whatever. It's so different when you're grounded. And then be in the now. Don't be thinking the what ifs. Like that's one thing, when I go into PTSD about fire. What if, what if, what if? I mean, prepared, and then you let go of it. And so it's like coming back to the now, grounding your energy, and maybe having somebody to talk about how you're feeling, that can be compassionate for you, that can listen to you, that can hold the space so you can cry, you can scream, you can be frustrated, whatever you're feeling, if you can have that and maybe share that, even if it's not with me, have somebody that you can do that with, and you can hold that space for each other. But that will help you, like, let energy out, let energy flow, right? Let the flow happen, and you can ground it into the earth, and give yourself some space to just breathe and connect. Hello. And then, and just be present right here, right now. Okay, what's here right now? What's the next step? Now you can ask, you're more open, you're not, you're more present and in your body. So now you can have the capacity, have more energy to maybe call that insurance company, or to fill out the forms, or to go to a center and get the things that you need, or to travel from one place to another place where you feel safe. That's really important. That's really important. And I want to say too, when you connect into the earth, it's important for you to find a sense of safety. And so whether that's connecting with the people around you, like community, like this is the one thing when, it's so funny when before there's a tragedy, it's like everybody feels separate, alone. You don't know your neighbors. You don't know, you're disconnected from the earth somehow. You're just busy in your life, not that that's necessarily how you wanted to make it, but you're just busy in your life. And now your life kind of came to a screeching halt, or you're preparing for the possibility of that. Or you might even you're listening to this and you didn't go through the fires, but you're breaking up in relationships, or you just lost your job, or you feel like you need to move, and or your health is having big troubles with your health, challenges. And so it doesn't necessarily mean to be a fire, but we're in this energy of change, of shift, of completion. Like it's a 9-year, so things are completing that are no longer serving you. It's also things are completing as to illusions, to lies. We can't put up with lies anymore. We can't put up with things that are not for the highest good of all concerned. And so breakdowns in the systems, what I've been talking about, and structures are happening all over the place, so that people can either wake up to they haven't really been working, because again, so many of us are on that hamster wheel of survival and creating and paying the mortgage, or paying the car payments, or just getting food on the table, or moving ahead, looking a certain way, building a business, just wrapped up in all these things that when you lose them, like through a fire, or we see other people losing everything that they've collected for years, years and years, and that they built around them. That who are you? What's really important, right? Who what's the you now, that as you let go of these parts of you that are not the truth of who you are, you let go of the parts of you that have been limiting, and so like keeping you from shining your light and standing out and speaking out and creating the things you really want to create in the world. And what is the world? What is reality? Notice what your reality is and somebody else's reality and somebody else's, and how is that been, is that solid? Is that a solid structure? Has that been holding together? Does that serve the highest good? Does that serve your highest good and everybody else's? Or is it starting to crumble? And I want you to remember that we have breakdowns to have breakthroughs, whether that's us literally having a breakdown so that we can come back and rebuild and make new choices and be more authentically us. Authenticity is a big aspect of the energy that we're moving into, to show up as the vulnerable you, that I don't know who I am. I don't know 100% of who I am. I might not even know 50% because I've been a lot of the sensitives and the star seeds who are nurturing and light workers and stuff take care of other people without really being aware of their own needs, sacrificing themselves because that's what they've been programmed to do. And so all of that stuff is starting to show up in a lot of different ways, and you might notice that you can't tolerate doing that anymore. You can't tolerate people treating you less than anymore, and you can't tolerate the injustices in the world, or the poisoning of the food, or the anything that's unhealthy, or limiting people, divisions, and so as we watch these different things that are happening in the world, the most important thing for you to do in this energetic time is, number one, take care of yourself. So you cannot help somebody else if you can't help yourself, right? So grounding yourself, grounding your energy, connecting to the earth, connecting to others, connecting to Source and God, your faith. Don't lose your faith. And one of the things that you're really going to come in touch with throughout this year is how connected we all are to everything. I had this expansion activation about a month ago. I was sitting out on my terrace, looking out, and just in the moment, in thoughts, and all of a sudden I just had this overwhelming energy of unconditional love, and it showed me, and I felt it in every cell of my body, how connected to all of nature we are. Excuse me, I have a little tickle. But like to the bugs, to the trees, to the soil, to the air, to the water, to the mountains, to each other, to the butterflies, to the bees, to all of the animals, to the birds, like to fire, to metals, to crystals, to ocean, right? To all the waters. And we have a connection with that. And it's, our energy is changing. We are changing. We are changing to be less dense and more plasma. And plasma is what is in consciousness. Plasma is what connects us all. And so the more grounded you are and connected into the earth, and talking and sharing and asking and feeling guided by, understanding that there isn't a hierarchy here, that we're all together doing this, whether it's the quantum field, God, source, whatever you call that universal intelligence, whether it's an ant, a bee, a tree, a hawk, an eagle, a bluebird, a dog, a cat, a rat, a human being, a black person, a yellow person, an Indian, whatever nationality, whatever sex. There is no hierarchy. We are all connected. And what goes on within us as we work on us influences, changes the frequency, the energy, the plasma around us, that quantum field, that intelligence, consciousness around us. Everything is conscious and is influenced by us. So when we can shift our energy, when we can get in touch with that, look at this, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? When we can get in touch with that, it's super healing. You will not feel alone, and you feel empowered. You get grounded, and your intuition and your psychic abilities turn up, and you getting information from the trees, from the birds. You're getting guidance all over the place. And if you allow yourself to be still and tune into that, and then also you ask for help, ask for assistance. So whether that's to another human being, whether that's to your higher self, to this quantum field, to the trees, to the fairies, to the ETs, to the ants and bees, whatever it is, whoever it is, asking for help, and then receive it. You have to receive it. It can't, you just put out. There's got to be like a flow of water, the ocean coming in and going out. And so once you can help yourself, ground yourself, and like, okay, what intuition, higher self, God, trees, who guides, masters, my angels, my archangels, what's my next step? Should I stay here? Should I go? Again, and then just be quiet and listen, and then follow that next step. So follow that next step, and then do the same thing. Do you need to clear? Did you get agitated? Are you overwhelmed? Okay, take the time. Get here now. Connect back in to yourself. Make sure you're in your body. A lot of time when we get shocked. I was in a car accident about a week, was it a week ago? Or a little less than a week ago. And, it was like, it wasn't my fault. And it was like, boom, it was like, what happened, And I was in shock, and it sends part of you out of your body. Or it kind of whacks you out of your body. So it's like getting back into your body. And if you're out a little bit of your body, right? So if you're used to kind of coming up into your head and going up into the clouds, and you feel really spacey and ungrounded, and you're tripping and falling, or you feel like you're tipping to one side or another, that you're out of your body. And so just call all of my spirit, all of my soul, come into my body now. Release any energy that's not mine, because if you're around a lot of people and you're in different places, so you tend to be empathetic and sensitive in that way, and you can take in other people's energy as if it's your own. So you just like anybody's energy that's not mine, go back to where you originated with ease and grace now, and just let that go. Just imagine it going, and then any energies that are not mine. So like 5G, EMF, electromagnetic fields, correct? Yes. Any other energies that might be interfering in your field that aren't for my highest and best good, leave now. Go back to where you originated now, and just feel yourself clearing. And if you want more clearing, I have quite a few videos on my YouTube about clearing and grounding. You can go back to those. Um, and um, and like I said too, if you want, you can feel free to give me a call, and I'll help you do that, as well as listen to what you want to express. Um, but again, taking care of yourself, and then you have space and capacity to, maybe because your energy grounds, because you come back into yourself, so now you're more available to have your intuition come in, to for your gut to work. It also will help you stay healthy and make better decisions, because if you're just making decisions out of fear, and you're in stress and stuff, you're just going to create more of that. So just taking a moment, it doesn't take a lot, just to breathe. Do the slow breathing all the way down into your belly, breathing in through your nose, like a 5 or 7 count, however fast or slow you do it, but you want to do it slow, and you want your belly to go out, and then you can hold a little bit, and then exhale 5 or 7 count. Again, whatever your inhale is, do the same with the exhale. Exhale through your nose, or you can exhale through your mouth, and you can go ooh. When you do that too, that helps your vagus nerve calm down, so we can calm down your nervous system. The other thing is, so you can do that like 3 to 5 times, and that will ground you and get you calm. And then now you can make another decision, not from overwhelm, stress, anxiety, fear, right? So you can think better. That gives you space to think and feel the situation. Remember, your brain is for thinking. Your brain does not know how to feel. So you've got to get in your body to feel, okay, what feels right now, right? Start talking to yourself. You have this power. You have this knowledge. It's inner knowledge if you are not using it, and start to trust it and ask for help. You're not in this alone. You're never meant to be living this life alone on this planet. You've been given information that has divided you from others. And actually, one of the beautiful things when we have these tragedies is that people come together. And then you're not caring about what race, what religion, what sex, whatever labels, what politics they have. It's everybody comes together. It doesn't matter. You start to see like, oh, okay, that doesn't matter. People, on the whole, are good-hearted, and loving, and it's just a lot of us have been programmed to think we're different, to think we're not, and to think other people aren't. And again, so remember, we're all connected. You're not alone. Ground your energy. Go find more YouTubes on more of my grounding or clearing YouTubes online. I'm not going to do it here on this one. I helped you. I walked you through a little bit of that. And you've got this. You've got this. You're gonna discover a lot of really good things about yourself through this process, and you're gonna discover a lot of crap about the other systems and different things out there. But you're pulled together, create a community of people and around you, and you might be told, move. I want you to move to this place. And again, follow your intuition, but again, be clear-minded when you do that, and be grounded when you do that. And know that you are loved. I love you. And I'm not the only one. The quantum field loves you, and that you are connected. The trees love you. Trees, by the way, are 5D. So, put your hands on a tree, sit with your back on the tree. A lot of animals, dogs and stuff are all higher energy. So just tune into their frequency. Feel them. They'll talk to you again. But if you're not talking to anything right now, just feel it. Go heart to heart. And when you are talking to people now, if you want to start being more authentic, just imagine your heart connecting to their heart when you're talking to them, and talk from the heart. And allow yourself to say, I'm really scared, or this bothers me, or, I don't know what to do and I need help. Or I feel very vulnerable right now. Again, those are just some basic things. And your instincts might be setting in. And also, you might be overwhelmed with everything that you can't do any of this yet. That's all right. It's all right. Eventually you will be. Eventually you'll find some time. Eventually you'll be in your car or something, and you'll be like, oh, I remember Marilyn saying, and oh, look, there's a park there. Let's go over and take my shoes off, sit next with my back against a tree, and feel my connection to everything. And let go of the energy. Clear the energy. Sorry about that. Anyway, I love you. I love you. And we all love you. Reach out. Take care. Blessings. Till we meet again. Love, live, and matter. Bye.